Esther Sambu and Cindy Mesas for having me on their channels. These powerful women of God are real good leaders for me, and I'm so grateful to be a part of their life, or maybe I should put it the other way around, that they are a part of my life. I need to let you know up front that this is a pre-recording because I have a very important appointment today. And if I would attend the appointment, I do need to attend the appointment, I wouldn't be able to come on live. But I didn't feel in the spirit that I was supposed to skip the session. So I'm pre-recording the session. So I will still broadcast something like yeah, how do you say that? Like I promised Papa to do. So I have a subject I wanted to talk to you about, but now in the spirit, I feel that I have to postpone it because I had a good teaching prepared today. But I feel that I have to give you a little testimony, and I'm going to give you the testimonies. So I don't know how long it's going to take, but just hop along and listen to what I got to say. Um, I want to give you the testimony of me doing things on my own, and it's a recurring, let's say, problem in my life, and it's just not. It isn't something that happened today, but it's something that kept repeating in my past, and every now and then it tries to how do you say it, rear its ugly head. And it wasn't any different last week. um, I don't know if you heard my testimony about me growing up as a child with cancer, but I gave the testimony, I think last year or a couple of months ago. I'm not sure when, but I gave the testimony. And if you didn't see the testimony, go and rewatch the session. But you can also read one of the blogs on my website, aliciasword.com, because I wrote a piece about it. So go, take your time, take a look, and then you will become you will be up to speed, and you will know what I'm talking about. But with that being said, growing up, I always had to fight. I had to fight. I had to fight to defend myself. Like I told you, I I really I was bullied. I was bullied to the max. I don't think there is any worst way to get bullied. Maybe there is, so don't come at me. But I think it was the worst thing. People were shouting, "Oh, we on at the play yard at school during recess. Oh, get away! Somebody here has cancer. Quick!" Uh, Before we will get contaminated. Stuff like that happened to me as a child. So it was a little traumatic, of course, and thankfully, Papa set me free from that. But the thing that I went through and still go through, because that's the truth, I need to be really truthful towards you, is that in me, I always felt, I still feel the need. No, is it so? I don't feel the need, but every now and then it reaches its ugly head. I think that's it. So I always felt the need to defend myself. So when I tell you I was ready to fight, because people were trying to beat me up every day, every single. No, they didn't try, they did. But with that happening in my life, I created a mentality, a survivor's mentality. That's how you can put it. I felt the need to survive. I really felt the need to survive. I really felt the need to overcome, uh, or be better than the bullies, be better than, stronger than the people that would beat me up. And I'm telling you, they would beat me up. But after a while, the tables turned and I ended up on top. But in that, something happened on the inside of me. Something happened on the inside of me. Um, Even till this day, I don't I need to be honest, my mouth is really quick. I have a very sharp tongue. So if you come at me, I will let you know I'm not the one. Back down, don't do that. But I will never start a fight with you. And I don't believe in fighting. I truly, and people think I'm naive for that. I believe in world peace, in Papa's peace for the world. I believe that in every single one of us, there's a piece of Papa. So, and it wants to come out. So that's what I believe. So maybe I'm naive, but I don't think I'm naive. I think there's good in everybody. So, okay. Okay. What happened on the inside of me all those years ago? Because I never wanted to end at the bottom anymore. I always want to end on top. But I don't start fights. I don't fight. I don't initiate. Nah, I cannot come up with the word. Initiate, whatever, fights, verbal or physical fights. But I, the old have it died off of me, but it still wants to talk through me. So I'm going to give you an example. Back in the day when people started arguments with me, I didn't hesitate. I never started a fight, never a physical fight, but I never hesitated. As soon as somebody had laid hands on me, I made sure I would end on top. But this mentality, that it's a problem mentality. Let's make that clear, um, straight away. I felt like if you came for me, I came harder. I would bring you down. But this is a problem because Cindy is the one that pointed it out to me that I have too much masculinity. You have feminine women and masculine women. Why do women become masculine? Because of their past, things that happened to them, or situations where they had to stand up for themselves. And I always had to stand up for myself. So I know where it came from in me. Understand what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get more feminine because I'm a girly girl, but I'm still about that life. So and when you're saved, you cannot be about that life. So every now and then, it's the enemy, of course, talks through people and especially men. And for some reason, and I don't have any problem with my own father. I don't have any problem with my brother. I don't have any problems with my husband. I can submit to them. But as soon as men outside my family, they come for me, and for some reason, I don't know why, maybe because verbally I'm really strong, but every now and then one of them snaps, and they let the devil, it's simple as that, work through them and come at me and attack me. And last week wasn't any different. Now it's a longer story, but I'm not going to give you all the details because we don't have that much time. But the thing is, every now and then, the devil, one of his demon friends, works through grown men to attack me, and it keeps repeating because obviously I'm trying to learn the lesson, but probably I'm not there yet. But the thing is, um, last week I got attacked again by a grown man, and I just wonder, why would you attack a woman, right? And verbally attack, not physically, because I don't know if anybody would have survived that, but I wasn't attacked physically, so I need to be really clear about it. But verbally again, and every time Satan is finding somebody else to verbally attack me. And this is in line with the teaching I wanted to give, but I want to give you this testimony again up front so you know where it comes from. So every time he finds somebody else to attack me, every time he finds somebody else to uh, try to um, put me off balance. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So last week wasn't any different. but my reaction was different this time. So I gave you the testimony of the man that attacked me at basketball, and this wasn't any difference. It was at football, soccer, of my other child, and the man just went off because I'm not submissive towards him. He was telling me, "You need to do this and that, that," and I was like, "Oh, hold up! You cannot speak to me in this manner. You need to take your time and put it in a different manner because I don't receive like this. And not only, uh, it's not only that I don't receive like this, that's not the way we need to talk to each other because we are grown people and we need to put respect, have respect towards each other. So how are we going to solve this situation? So, and this is maybe a little bit of the masculinity because I was overwhelmed and I was like, back in the day when you would overwhelm me, I would be still. But now I'm like, I'm going to let you know, don't do that with me because I need to stand up for me because people are going to treat you the way you let them treat you. So, okay. And then the dude went off and I was standing there and it was like, I had two options, of course. I had the opportunity to go in hard. But this time I'm getting big. People, I'm growing up. I was like, okay, not today, Satan. I will not let you talk to me this way. I'm not going to let you confuse me. So I left the situation. And on the other hand, the dude got more angry, but I don't mind if he got more angry. I knew finally how to withdraw myself from the situation. I didn't go in. I didn't, how do you say that? I didn't I'm still mad though. I was still mad though. So that's not what I'm saying, but I could give it to Papa. And that's what I want to tell you. Everything you go through, like this is one of my my weaknesses, but also one of my strengths, I think. Everything you go to, put it in Papa's hands. Because what I told you, like with the basketball incident, I went in hard because I was like, you cannot offend me like this. You cannot talk to me like that. I screamed. I was hysterical. But this time I was just looking at the dude and I was like, no, not today, Satan. And I told you, no, I have, Papa gave me so much grace and I feel grace for you. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut and I'm going to leave the situation. And I'm so proud of myself. I know it sounds terrible, but I'm really proud of myself. And the person, he got madder, but I also left him in confusion because it's a man, he calls himself a man of God. So with my response, I know it was seed planted that he will know that he was in the wrong. So I just wanted to let you know with this little testimony that whatever attack you go through, bind it in the name of Jesus, but don't go in. Don't be like my old self. Don't start any discussion. Don't start to fight anybody because you're not fighting against flesh and blood. I need you to be really mindful. We are not fighting flesh and blood. And the reason why the attacks come because you're on the right path and you're evolving and you're how do you say it? You're going to the next stage of your life, of your walk with Papa. And the more Papa gives you, the more he uh, uh, um, the more you stand in what he has for you, the more dangerous you become towards the enemy. And he wants to attack you, and he wants to put you down, and he wants to confuse you because in you being confused, right, the moment you get confused, you cannot think clear, and you cannot. Uh, you might lower your gaze because your eyes need to be up above. But when you get confused, you are looking for something to hold on, maybe, you know. So I need you to be really mindful. We do not battle against flesh and blood, and Papa is the one that fights our battles for us. We don't have to fight our battles ourselves. Papa did it all for us. Jesus did it all for us at the cross. We are loved, and we are covered with the blood. So I need you to be mindful of what I just told you. And I'm so happy that I grew. It's so terrible. It's a terrible subject. But I'm working also on my feminism, because I don't want to be a masculine woman, but sometimes circumstances change. They change you. And it's not that you are, because I'm not like a dude, not at all. I'm a girly girl. But when it comes to certain situations, my mind it just switch. And I need to be honest with you, towards the dude that attacked me last week, I kind of lost my respect for him. On the other hand, and that's the grace Papa gave me, so I'm thankful for the grace. uh, I am aware that the attack did not come from him. I know for a fact that the attack came from the enemy. The attack wasn't from him, but he was a vessel to the enemy. And now, I, most teachers will say this to you, but I agree with it. I still believe everybody has some good on the inside. So even though we are born as sinners, I still believe we all have some good in our core. Um, the moment you let Satan talk to you, that's a problem. You are a willing vessel, because when you feel like you are going to say something negative towards somebody, of something impactful on their situation, or their uh, um, on the situation or their mind or whatever, in a negative way, you are wrong. You should be thinking to yourself, and just stay quiet, because at the end of the day, even though he was a vessel, he was misled by the enemy. Yeah, because that's what it is. He was a willing vessel, because he could have made the choice to keep his mouth shut. So I still feel grace, though, that he was used. But on the other hand, yeah, what can you say about it? He was a willing vessel. So I still forgive him. I'm still I don't agree with what he did, but I still do want to forgive him, because I need to have grace. Because every time I mess up, and trust me, think about it yourself. How many times did you mess up? Because I messed up so many times, and I messed up in the same way over and over again, with the same subject over and over again. And Papa still forgave me. He still forgave me, and he still loves me, and he doesn't think less of me, not at all. He thinks highly of me, and he does the same about you. So that's the reason I'm so happy that Papa gave me the grace, so I can extend the grace towards other people. So even though he was a willing vessel of the enemy, I still believe um, it was the enemy that talked through him. So yeah, I hope I inspired you about with my testimony. I know it's terrible that I went through the same situation again within such a small amount of time. I know, so that was a weakness of mine, and of course, maybe we bind the devil, but maybe he wants to try it again. But now I know there's a other way to solve the situation. Just leave the equation and let the person be. In Dutch, we say cook in their own soap. That's a Dutch saying, but I don't know. I don't think it's right in English. But just let people soak in their own. Can say it in a friendly way, in their own feces. You know. So that's it. I'm I'm thankful for everybody that is watching. Like I said, it was a pre-recording due to different appointment I had. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. And if you aren't watching this at the moment it is broadcasted, thank you for rewatching. And oh yeah, and I hope you have seen the first episode of Girls Talk by Faith, not by Sight. I recorded it with Chanel. It was live last Sunday at 6 4 p.m. Central European Time. And the next episode will be live next Sunday, also at 4 p.m. Central European Time. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will tune in for the next episode, because it was so much fun recording these sessions, and I hope they bless you. And if you didn't see it yet, go back and watch it, because when I tell you I had fun recording it, I hope you have as much fun watching it as we had fun recording it. So mark your calendars. I will see you next Thursday. Then I will be live with the teaching I wanted to give today. Um, I didn't feel to do it today, but this is in line with what I am going to teach. Like, he is going to attack you through people, and that's where you need to expect the attacks to come from, because he is disembodied, so he needs people to work through. So thank you for watching. I, um, I appreciate all of you, and I can't wait to see you next